So tonight is a much serious video. We're going to be talking about Ashwagandha, my opinions on it. Before we get into this video, I would say talk to a medical professional if you want to take this peptide enhancement, however you want to see it. I took it because I wanted to get certain things out of it that, I thought would like help regulate my mood and kind of make me numb to everyday life. During this time, I would say I was a high school student. I had to go to school every single day. I was stressed out. I was taking, I think it was 3 AP classes. Prom was coming up. Life was just very, very stressful at that moment. And I had a lot of circumstances, like my living situation and like just so many things that were like going on in my life that I kind of, I needed like a escape. And I didn't want to like smoke weed because I don't really like weed. I didn't really want to, take hardcore stuff because why would I even do that? I didn't even have access to it. And I just didn't want to like go down a fucking rabbit hole of becoming a druggie as like a senior in high school. That's crazy. But yeah, let's talk about Ashwagandha. So I took it around, let me get a calendar up real quick. So I took it in 2025 around the months of February through April. Actually, no, February through June is the months that I took Ashwagandha. And, when I first got it, it was very, it made things feel a bit more chilled out. It made time go by a bit, more smooth. It made me like care less about certain things. But in a way, I feel like it made me like less reactive. So the first like 1 to 4 weeks, let's base it off of that. It was pretty chill. I was like taking it regularly, pretty much daily. And, it was just something that was great. It made me feel calm and regulated for the most part. I would say that it was something that, I would take every day, and my body would even crave it at some points, which was like crazy to me. Like I never thought I could be like craving this like herb, this peptide, this thing that, that I just started taking, but I was craving it. I was taking like 1 a day, and then I ended up taking 2. And I wouldn't call it like an addiction because, for the first few weeks, the effects were good. It made me like care less about things, which, it's intended for. I do remember it kind of like affecting my heart rate a bit. Nothing crazy, but I think, it would drop a little bit. You could feel it, but it wasn't like significant drops compared to like lion's mane or like other peptides and things that I took before. I would say from like week 4 to 7, 5 to 7. I'm trying to like build a little timeline here. This is where like the effects like truly started to kick in. I would say my mind started to become like much more relaxed. I was able to go with the flow. It felt like life was going by even more. This was like in April, and I remember like just enjoying school again, vibing with everything. I was doing decently on like my like tests, on like just regular tests. I was able to study a lot, and I would say in terms of like skin wise, my skin was really clear. I was able to do things like boom, 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 getting it done. Like I said, things were pretty good. Social aspects, I feel like, I was socializing a little bit less, but I wasn't like on some like fully avoidant, because I am an extrovert. I feel like, people need to admit like they need to stop trying to be, oh, I'm all introverted. Oh, I'm an extrovert. I'll be honest. Like I'm out loud. At least comparatively to the people like in this generation, I'm an extrovert. Maybe if I was like in like fucking 1900s or whatever, 1800s, I'll be an ambivert. towards that category. But for this generation, I'm an extrovert. So I was being like a little bit less extroverted. School was going by better, but the depression of like going to school every day, having like a hard living situation, you know, the anxiety of not having like a prom date lined up, it kind of like settled down a bit, and it was like much better. So this was like 5 to 7 weeks taking it, and then like onwards, like 7 weeks after. This is like near the end of April, like last 2 weeks to like going into May. I would say, you know, I was in a school play. My memory wasn't the best on Ashwagandha. Kind of affected my memory a bit. I wasn't remembering things as clearly, especially because I was like juggling all these classes, and it did like start hindering my performance academically, because like I would, you know, be studying, and then like, for example, I'll be studying like AP statistics, and you know, I didn't really have like a passion for this class. I didn't really like see a point in it, when, you know, I wish, you know, oh my gosh, I got a work notification, but I don't gotta go. I didn't really have a passion for AP statistics, but I would like, you know, I'll be studying for this class, and I would go like, wow, what's the point of this? Like, you know, I would barely practice. Like I would do like 5 or like 7 practice questions, and I would like take 10 minutes to do each, or like 5 minutes to do each. And that's just like not my method of studying. So I would study slower. I was in a school play, so like I just I couldn't remember all my lines. Like I was like one of the lead characters, and I couldn't remember all my lines for this school play. This was a oh my gosh, see, I can't remember the play right now. It happened a year ago, so chill. What was the play called? Okay, no, the play was called Much Ado About Navin. That's like the original English name, and it was by William Shakespeare. I just remembered it. But yeah, I couldn't remember all my lines, and like I remember like I took part in this play, and I just wasn't doing as well as intended. So, you know, it kind of did affect my memory, and at the same time, like I remember like I felt great. Like I felt like my mind could like just simply relax. It's not like the relaxation where you don't get anything done, like your mind's numb, like you're on some fucking like a perk or something. That's what you don't want to do. But you know, just relaxing. I didn't have to like force myself to overdo nothing. Honestly, like life was just calm. But honestly, like Ashwagandha, Wanda, however you want to say it, it was a pretty relaxing like peptide in a way. I feel like if you really want to if you want to do it, just, you know, be ready for like your mood to definitely be affected by it. Does make you relax more, and you know, just, you know, I feel like it's probably a better substance comboed with others. Like if you want to take a KSM 66 with Ashwagandha, it usually combos pretty well with that peptide. Let me see what KSM does, because I did leave a part out. I did take KSM, so I like week 7 to like week 10 to 11, I got a new one, and it did have KSM 66. Let me see the benefits. So, so I definitely did like reduce stress. My sleep quality did improve. Like usually I can't take naps on the couch, but I was able to take naps on the couch. But I would say for me, enhanced cognitive function, in terms of like having better common sense and not wasting my time doing things. Certain things, it was alright, but I just, you know, I feel like there's better substances for that, for the most part, that, you know, you could take for, you know, if you need like better cognitive abilities. I feel like if you're trying to have something like that, maybe something with more memory-based functionality could do you better, because a lot of learning or things of that nature, it's better to have like memory focused learning. Oh, physical endurance. Okay, this is something that I did leave out. So during the whole time, libido was up to the max. I would say physical endurance. I was I wasn't in the gym like crazy during this part of high school, but I was active a bit. It did help me in terms of like maintaining my my build. I'm a pretty healthy guy. I don't eat too much. I'm trying to gain a little bit weight, but I'm not like, I'm a sleeper build, so definitely helps out a lot. But I would say for the most part, Ashwagandha, if I have to like give it a 1 out of 10, I would give it like a 5.7, just because like, it was pretty calm. It did most, no, it, a 7.1, because I feel like it did a lot of like functionality. It did what it was intended to do, but like when I needed it most, it kind of did like halt my like progress in terms of school. Like I will admit, like for my AP test, I butchered like all of them. If I had like a better peptide that was really that just improved my academic performance, I think I would have did much better. Like when I do reviews later on, I'll tell you about a peptide that like just that shit fucking carried my learning and made me like 10 times smarter. It just fucking did wonders. It did wonders. But thank you for watching. Yeah, talk to your medical professional, and I'm out.